chosen.
Okay, so this is just so that we're clear on exactly what's considered a COVID death. Now listen closely.
Were in hospice and had already been given, a few weeks to live, and then you also were found to have COVID, that would be counted as a COVID death. It means that technically, even if you died of a clear alternate cause, but you had COVID at the same time, it's still listed as a COVID death. So everyone who's listed as a COVID death doesn't mean that that was the cause of the death, but they had COVID at the time of death. I hope that's helpful. It means that if you were in hospice.
That speaking was Illinois Public Health Director Dr. Ngozi Ezike. And as she stated, simply having COVID as a listed co-diagnosis, regardless of whichever cause a person succumbs, the person is considered to have succumbed from COVID. So you see these super high death stats. We have like 53,000 Americans died from COVID. Some percentage of those could be people who just happen to have the diagnosis based on a serological or swab test, but most likely a swab test. Whether the person was symptomatic or not is completely irrelevant. So when statistics are conducted to make things seem more serious than they are, you have to ask, what would the motivation be to do so? We see how the authorities have the population living at this point. So likely part of the motivation is to create the conditions that we currently have, both economically and culturally. There are conditions that we have not seen yet because we're still early in this phase of depredation. But soon we'll be entered into that phase where famine can occur due to improper planning surrounding the viral situation. So again, if anyone asked you,
A few weeks to live, and then you also were found to have COVID, that would be counted as a COVID death.
So patients on their deathbed due to cancer and they happen to have COVID at the same time, it's not a cancer death, it's a COVID death. Think about how absurd that is, and think about how that changes the death statistics. The more I think about these circumstances and how they're transpiring, I slowly walk towards the conclusion that people want tyranny. They want everything taken from them. They want to suffer. Here, take a look at leftist Twitter right now. It's all stuff that does not matter.